Hello and welcome to this episode of the Consonant Clusters series. Today we're looking at the final cluster, hinge. So thinking about how to make this cluster then, we begin with that n that happens up in the nose. The mouth's open, but with the n, the tongue is touching the top of the mouth just behind the front teeth, and it stops the air from coming out of the mouth. So we're not releasing air on the n from the mouth, we're pushing it up into the nose to get that kind of nasal sound. And then we make the j, and at the beginning of the j, the tongue is in the same position, basically, as it is for the n. So it's pushed up behind those top teeth on the inside of the mouth. But then to finish the j, because this is a sound with two positions, we have to lower the tongue and release the sound. And at the same time, we have some vibration in the throat. If you don't make the vibration, you're going to say a ch instead of a j. So you need a bit of vibration in the throat to get your j. So what we're looking for is hinge. Hinge. Now, if you're not sure about either the n or the j, if you check out the notes below the video, I'm going to put some links there for other videos you can go and work with if you've got some questions about these sounds. If you need to go do that now, that's absolutely fine. But if you're ready to push on, then what we're going to do is have 3 lists of words so that we can work through them together and practice making this cluster in the context of real words. And I've tried to pick words that are more common or words that you're going to come across. I try to avoid really obscure words in these word lists. I'm trying to pick high frequency stuff so it's useful for you. So let's get stuck in. So repeat after me, nice and loud. Range, hinge, binge, change, orange. Now it's worth noting that all of those words on that list have the letter E at the end of the word, but as you see from the script on the right, there's no E. So we're not saying rangy, hingy. Don't pronounce that E. It's just the hinge at the end. So that's a really important thing to note, because depending on your native language, you might want to pronounce that E. You might see it and feel like you should say it, but with this collection of words, we don't. So looking at some further examples then, again, repeat nice and loud. Lounge, fringe, sponge, cringe, strange. So again, we can see E's, but we're not saying them. Now, with a number of these words, we've also got another consonant cluster to deal with, such as the fr in fringe and the sp in sponge. So if you want to practice those combinations with more focus, then if you check out the consonant clusters playlist that I've put together, you will find a video that focuses on each of those different clusters. It can be really useful to just work through them one video at a time so that you get some really focused practice on a particular pairing of sounds. So to finish off today's video, we've got one more set of examples. So let's get stuck in with those. As before, repeat after me nice and loud. Arrange, revenge, exchange, challenge, interchange. So there we have it. You've had 3 sets of words. Hopefully you've got your tongue around the hinge cluster, But if you still feel like you need some extra practice, you could practice with the individual sounds by following the links below the video, or you could just re-watch the video. It doesn't really matter how many times you work through it. The important thing is for you to get to a stage where you feel comfortable. I believe that with pronunciation practice, little and often is better. So what we often find is that knowing in your mind how to do it is only one element of pronunciation. Your tongue, your mouth, they need practice to make the shapes. It's a bit like working out at the gym. The first time you do a new exercise might feel a bit awkward, but over time, with practice, it becomes easier and easier. So my suggestion is practice little and often, and hopefully you'll reach your pronunciation goals. So if you found that useful, go ahead and hit like, and of course subscribe to support the channel. Once you've done that, if you want to get notifications, then click the bell icon, and that way you'll be notified when new videos are released. Thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day.